Women are wondering, like, why aren't men wanting to get married these days? Why are men not even approaching me and talking to me anymore? Why are men checking out completely? Look at the risk reward of getting into a relationship with a woman, potentially for a family and kids. You know, if you want to sleep around and just like hoe it up as a dude, and salute, brother, go handle business. The game ends the same for us.
Is that enough?
Can you find happiness? Can you find happiness and joy? For some men, it's great. But I think every man on a deeper level yearns for a family, yearns for that dream, like a woman that's supportive, nurturing. Women are wondering, like, why aren't men wanting?
Why good men don't marry girlfriends.
I would be doing more of those things. So what you're saying is, I have to marry you, make you my wife, in order for you to start doing wife things. I mean, I'm just a girlfriend. Okay. Okay. Shrika, do you want to marry me? Yes. Why? Because you a provider, a protector, you watch out for me, I love you. Why would I not want to marry you? I appreciate that, and I love you too. So what you're saying to me is, those are the things you want your husband to do? Yes. So you see your husband in me? Yes, exactly. Okay. So the things I'm doing right now, even though I'm not your husband, you want your husband to do. And the crazy thing is, that's just who I am. Not because it's what I feel like I have to do. I do it because that's who Jeremy is. I'm already a husband. I'm just not your husband yet.
What?
As time is going on, more and more guys are realizing that marriage simply is not worth it, and they're avoiding it like the plague. And it's definitely scaring the crap out of a lot of the young gals out there that want to get married one day. And men are doing it primarily for three reasons of what I've discovered. Number one, they realize the deck is stacked against them in the family courts. They get raked over the coals, and it's definitely not in their favor. Number two, they see how unhappy a lot of the men they know in their families are, long marriages that end in bad divorces, and they don't want to go through that. And number three, they see the free spirit behavior and attitudes of today's young gals, which all came about thanks to the feminist movement, and realize that is not wife material. That's why I don't want to marry, raise my kids, etc. And essentially, until those three things change, it's only going to have higher numbers of more guys avoiding marriage, and in fact, avoiding relationships altogether. As time is going on.
Hey, what is it, Zaccheus? With another live word of the day. God bless, God bless. I just shared some clips with you today. And today's topic is on why men do not want to get married. I have to say why some men don't want to get married. And has a lot to do with compatibility, has a lot to do with tolerance, has a lot to do with if this person is the right fit, this woman is the right fit for you. Because arguments happen, but it's not consistent. It does happen in a relationship, but it's not consistent. It should not be consistent. And the more you have people, so when some couples have disagreements, they get into huge disagreements, and the more incompatible they are, and the more the only solution that some couples have, married couples have, is divorce. Now the Bible says in 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verses 39, if a wife is bound to her husband as long as he lives, but if her husband dies, she is free to be married to whom she wishes, only in the Lord. Well, that's scriptures simply saying that, yes, people these days are quick to divorce. And according to the scriptures in 1 Corinthians, it's particularly saying if a man dies, the woman she's widowed, she can marry someone else, but in the Lord, in the Lord. And don't get it wrong with the scripture, because yes, a person, we as people, you die. A man will die, or a woman will die, but yet you can still have a holy matrimony, still be compatible with each other until the death do you part. But people are so quick to divorce quickly over emotions, quickly because she's bored, or some women get divorced because they're just simply bored with the marriage. And the Bible has given you instructions not to be divorced over that. Those things you can work out. Being bored, always not, we're not excited anymore to be together. There's no spark there. Those things could be worked out, and the Bible particularly speaks about that.
Over the last 4 days, I have had 7 men asking me advice on getting married, and they're all in between the ages of 22 and 27. Here's the reality, gentlemen, and I'm going to make this very clear. Do not ever think about getting married until you're about the age of between 30 and 35. You have time. Women have a biological clock, you don't. It is best for you to build yourself, work on your money, work on your body, work on getting your network up. Do not focus on trying to secure a woman at that point. You will become more attractive as you get older. You will be able to get a young woman when you're in your 30s. That is when you're at your peak. And you will be able to select what the hell you want at that point. Because you would have focused on your money, you would have focused on your body, you would have focused on building yourself, not getting distracted by a woman. Because there's nothing more destructive than having a child when you're too young. A child is very expensive.
Very sound advice from the older men um podcast series. Subscribe to his channel. Very solid advice. I wish a lot of young men would have heard that advice. And serious, that's a serious advice. And basically, he's telling the truth. Build yourself up, build your finances up, build yourself up mentally, not just finances, not just your capital, but also build yourself up mentally. Look, because if you don't, and you get into a marriage, and you're not, and you mentally, you're not, emotionally, you're not there, mentally, you're not there, and you're still broken inside because of old past relationships that you was hurt from, and you get with somebody new. Remember, broken man, broken woman is a broken marriage, broken relationship. So remember to build yourself up emotionally, mentally, build yourself up, financially, build yourself up. Get to love you, get to know who you are first. And then, when God said it's right, when the time is right, then you select a wife, then you choose a wife that God has in store for you. And that's if it's his purpose for you to get married. You choose a wife that God has in place for you. Always build yourself up. Always, I consistently say, always build your finances up, build yourself up, because remember, when Adam was in the garden, he had a foundation, which was the home. He had a foundation. He didn't just start to have Eve. He built his foundation, which was the garden, and he built himself. He learned to be alone, and he learned to love himself. Remember, that's the moment. Learn to love yourself. Learn to enjoy yourself, and then a helpmate, which is a wife, came along to join him. So same thing. It was a great advice. Learn to love yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself. Learn to build your finances up. Learn to build character. And then search for a wife. Sometimes I always wonder why different cultures not the Western culture, but other cultures like the Indian arranged marriages, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, the Muslim religion, Bangladesh, Hindu, and Indians in a whole, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lankan. Why do some cultures have arranged marriages and they last longer? They last long. Most of them last long. Why? Because they teach their kids to build foundation first. Build foundation, build yourself up, build a foundation, then they select a wife for them. The women learn to be submissive to their husbands. They don't, and guess what? They don't know each other, right? They don't know each other. Never met each other, but the parents selected a wife for their son to get married, and they last a long time. They last a very long time because the women culturally learn to be submissive to her husband. Yes, and situations and problems when two people are not on the same level, when two people, it causes problems. That's why men don't want to get married, because when two people are on a different frequency, meaning different level, what I mean by that is that when you're going to this direction, he wants to be a DJ and she wants to be a nurse, and she doesn't want him to be all night partying and not really, but doing this craft, DJing and creating a living and enjoying what he's doing but she has a problem with it. It causes conflict in the relationship, huge conflict in the relationship. I know many men went through this before, but I say this: always establish yourself first before you even select a wife. Men, if you're a DJ, establish yourself, make your income, build capital up for yourself, build that foundation. What I said earlier in this video, build a foundation up, and then select a wife. Because once you and that's the problem with us. That's the problem with us men. We rush. We rush. We don't need to rush. We need to take our time, and I have to learn that too. Take your time. We don't have it, and you always focus on the biological clock. Like what the gentleman said earlier, we men do not have a biological clock. And that's what messes us up. Rushing and jumping into a relationship, and yet we haven't built our foundation up yet. Take your time, take it slow. Once you hit a certain moment in your life where you finally get to that peak of you finally build that foundation up, then then you can ask God to select a woman for you. And then when you finally reach that where you want to be, then you be select a wife. But nowadays, let me be honest with you. Nowadays, the reason why men don't want to get married, and I'm gonna tell you why. They got some women, even some women that are married, they're seeking attention seekers. They want validation on social media. They want attention. Then when they get bored with the person that they're with, they want to be out of the marriage. They want to be out of the marriage when they get bored with the person that they're with, and that's not how God intended to be. And the reason why men don't want to get married because they have a lot of women. They have some women that are feeling entitled that you're supposed to do this for them, do that for them, do this for them, do that for them, do this for them, and they're not willing to. And God tells you that Bible speaks about being a helpmate. How can I marry you and I don't feel that you're not supportive? How can I help you? How can I marry you? Excuse me. How can I marry you and I feel that you're seeking attention elsewhere? You want to twerk on social media and you're married to me. You want to show more skin on social media and you're married to me, and you want to just advertise for other people, if you know what I mean, not a man. And yet you want to still stay married to me, or you want to be married to me. And another reason why men don't want to get married because you feel that the odds are against you as men. You get married, and then she takes more than then when you get then eventually get divorced. She takes everything from you. Kids, they go with her. Everything. You lose, you become broke and then broke, losing all the money. Women are mostly damaged too, but men, they get wrecked in every way, financially and emotionally, battered, battered, because now everything is taken from you. You feel you gotta downsize, you gotta leave your house. Yeah, if 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 the only way you gotta leave your house if you're able to cover the mortgage yourself. But I know most men these days with cause because of the high cost of living, they gotta downsize, go into an apartment. She takes half everything. Most of your assets are gone, and now you're eating Roman noodles, and you're in an apartment alone. Crazy. This is the reason why some men do not want to get married when they hear these things. When God blesses you and you're living in God's purpose, and when He blesses you, and then you living in purpose and you're walking with the Lord, He blesses you with a beautiful family. He blesses you with a beautiful family that you can enjoy, that you can be around for, and you can actually be happily married, meaning that you're happy too, she's happy within herself, you're happy within yourself, and you're able to have a family, a healthy family. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, and that's how God wanted it to be. According to the statistics, women, 66% of women file for divorce, and the records keep soaring. 66% of women file for divorce. Nearly 75% in some recent years has filed for divorce. And could be for many reasons why more women file for divorce than men. And according to the statistics, and women are finding more joy because of society, and because of the increase of income for women. They're finding more joy taking care of children for themselves. I've heard women say that, I just want a baby, I just want 2 kids, I just want kids, but with no man being present. And heard that more than one time, and it's true. So more women file for divorce according to statistics, and you know why? I know a little. I have a reason why. I have an itch, and I know a reason why. It's because if they feel that you're not adding to them, and they feel that they get, because of the increase of income that they're getting, that they don't even need you to be a helpmate, and they go against the word of God, and they say, "Listen, I could do it all by myself," and they want to be these super women with the Me Too movement and the feminism rights, and they feel that they can conquer the world, so they don't need a man, maybe just to have children and kick you out. Society created this monster, and that's what it is. And some people turn their backs on God, and that's what it is. So according to the statistics, more women feel that they can do it all by themselves without a man being present, and that's what it is. They'll have kids with you, but they will not get married. They don't want to get married because they feel that they have it all together. And like I said before in the few videos before this, is so we're living in a society where marriage is not valued, marriage is devalued, and that's exactly what it is. Got women in relationships seeking attention on social media, BBL showing big cheeks twerking on social media, and thirsty men, they want to have sex, but they don't want to marry you. They don't want to marry you. They see women saying that, they see women on social media going on podcasts saying that they want a man that makes 100K a week, 100K per month, and they don't want to deal with that. That's why men are not marrying you. And it's not only fan women doing this. This is women, regular everyday, some everyday women that are doing this, twerking on social media, talking about they want a man making 100K per month, and talking about all this entitlement. And some women say no. Some men are saying no. I don't want to get married. And that's been going on for quite a while now on social media. And these days, it's really hard to meet somebody and value them as a helpmate, with like what the Bible talks about. Far few in between, there's virtuous women, prudent women. But the majority of some women, nah. I can't say the majority. I just say it's a lot of ratchetness, a lot of entitlement, a lot of just not prudent women, non-prudent women that men is the pickings are slim. And I know someone would say, well, the pickings are slim for women too. Yeah, it's true. We're living in these crazy times. We're living in some weird, unusual times. So the pickings are slim from both sides. Okay? The pickings are slim. And what it is that people are getting divorced. And people, the single man people are looking at this, that, wow, why are you getting divorced? Oh, there's no spark there. Why are you getting divorced? I'm bored. There's literally women filing for divorce because they're bored. Simple as that. They're bored. They find themselves being bored, so that's why they jump on social media and they're showing their body parts to all thirsty men that subscribe to them. And I'm not even talking about OnlyFans. I'm talking about some women out there that are just showing skin on social media all the time. And this is what's going on in this world right now. And you got to ask yourself, why some men choose not to get married? The simple fact is this. These days, they're not finding nobody that's compatible with you. And I say this. Learn to be happy with you. Learn to build yourself up. I shared a clip on the older gentleman's platform about building yourself up. So important. Learn to love and appreciate yourself. Learn to appreciate and love yourself. Learn to respect yourself. Build your finances up. Build your network up. Because if you're broken, you're not going to be good for that woman. Well, the live word today is coming out of Ephesians chapter 5, verses 33. Whoever, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings, and thanks for tuning in. Be safe out there. God bless.